So in terms of what we're looking at here, really, I think it's a positioning issue, and I think I sort of turned into a bit of a W key warrior. So let's have a look. And I think that Kat and you know, my usual crew, Kat and Marcus, are going to be joining us at some point very soon. So we'll have some other input, and also anyone who's in the chat as well. If you've got an opinion on any of this, you know, your opinion is also you know, welcomed, because again, I'm not the only person who can give advice here. Everyone's welcome to give advice, and I recommend that you do. So let's get into this anyway. Let me know in the chat if the sound's okay. Obviously, because I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube, and the last thing I want is for there to be no sound. On edge. It should always be like that. So like I said, this is about, I think we were still in, oh no, we were in D5, so this was right at the top of D5. We're against a pre-made 2 and 2 random players. So straight away, we have an advantage, we have a pre-made 3. Oh no, I do actually. So kicking off on live fire, we want to watch the grenades coming in off the banking. And I just get out of that one, but then I didn't call out that the guy was there. And so I think mentally we're still okay at the minute. We're just watching some of the kills play out. And I think this first part of the game's not too bad. But then there you could tell there was that lack of like wanting to check the angle. Like I didn't even look to the left as I was going. I was just beelining straight forward. And it's that like rush of not checking. Like I should have probably gone over, because I could take that shot from way back. I didn't even need to run across the middle there. So you can tell, like you can't see the camera because I'm on top of it, but from there, like my facial expression is already that there's a bit of tilt going on. And then there, straight W key warrior yet again. So like, I could have just literally stayed like here, and I didn't even need to jump. I think maybe I saw the grenades there and kind of predicted the remote death, let's say that. But you can see that I landed on the ledge and then I just jumped again. I don't know why I just jumped like that. I could have just slid out the way. So again, it's this thing of like too much pushing forward. And then I've already started sprinting forward and jumping and looking for enemies. I'm not even giving myself like time to think. So already I'm on this like, I've got onto the back foot where I'm sort of looking at like, oh my god, I'm behind, I'm dying, I need to make up for it. And that's a very dangerous place to be in a ranked game. You do not want to be in that position, because what you're going to try and do is you're going to try and overcompensate for the rest of the match. And that's exactly what I do. So running straight into no man's land here, I definitely should have hugged the left-hand side. I'm sprinting now, I've already committed. There's no way to go back now. Oh no, there was. Okay, so I did go back. I thought I was stuck there. He's dropped. That guy's gone back C. What do I do? He's played safe. That was well played from him. Don't chase it. Okay. The tilt's coming. I can't remember this game exactly. One's on C. I need help. 2 on C. But then I got boxed in. Knowing that that guy had ran off to cuts, I should have backed up. I should have backed up towards the tower there. Spawn B. Not looking again. Running straight up and not even looking. And again, the face of me dying. Man, I'm 0 and 5. So at this point, I'm 0 and 5, if you can hear that. So the tilt's starting to take effect now. Seeing my teammates just die over there, running straight up. Not even trying to sort of come back and help my teammates. Although I did spawn separate, to be fair. They've got OS. And then running into OS knowing that they had it. Now, I did stick the guy, but now we're going to lose C. I should have held on there. I could have just stuck him later on to give my team time. I just made it so I die sooner. I could have waited there. Spawned A. I know there's a guy elbow. One shot on, I'm just jumping too much, I think. I'm starting to develop a bunny hop, I think, but at this point, I haven't actually killed anyone, or I've killed one person. I'm 1 and 6. Oh shit. So the frustration's starting to take hold. I'm running C on my own. None of my teammates are anywhere near me. Like, if you look at the screen, all my teammate indicators are behind me. They're all pushing B, and I've just gone off on a solo mission to push A. So I'm playing way too solo right now. And I'm running into it. Like, I should have backed off there. I should have come back. I should have gone back through the shotgun area, because that other team is definitely common, and they were definitely going to send another guy bottom mid to try and clean me up, having escaped from that previous fight. So again, it's like, you can see that there's this underlying aggression that's starting to show, because I'm getting frustrated that I feel like I'm letting my team down. And then I die again, so now I'm 1-8. Or 1 and...
Excuse me, game.
And now I'm getting vocally tilted.
He was literally crouched on it.
So where do I go this time? This time I do go to help my team, but I'm still holding sprint. I'm still holding forward. Need to back off.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I just overcommitted because he flanked around. I am playing like a platinum right now. Platinum at best.
So you can, if you can hear the VOD from the voiceover from the stream, I'm starting to acknowledge the fact that I'm making bad decisions, and that's almost like compounding and making me get even more frustrated with myself. We're playing very aggressive right now when we're on the back foot. I'm not really sort of looking what my team's doing. So this is something that a lot of players do, and you can see that even I do it. I'm frustrated. I'm looking for blood. I want to push out and make something happen. And in some cases, I'm trying to force things to happen that don't need to happen.
We're going to lose C.
That guy... Admittedly, that was very annoying. That guy was stood in a very dangerous position. I just ran straight past him. I should have just backed up. So again, it's positional errors again. You can see that even though my shots aren't that bad, that the positional errors themselves are making me play much worse than the rank I'm at. Yeah, the positional errors here are making me have the equivalent pressure of sort of someone who's like definitely low diamond in this game. And when you're against opponents who are all pushing like Onyx MMR, you're just going to get absolutely bulldozed.
Mods back C, I'm playing like shit right now. I'd rather people not watch.
And now I'm very verbally tilted.
Absolutely annihilated.
That's starting to use expletives, starting to say, you know, I want to delete my channel and all that sort of stuff. Like, this happens to all of us, but one of the things you really need to focus on is, like, when you're tilted, it's like you die, you move on. And in this game, I definitely didn't do that.
I'm at B.
This angle hold was good. They were always going to nade that.
Need help B. Dead.
But I was playing two separate from the team again.
Going B pillars from tunnel.
Another sigh on the camera.
It's embarrassing.
More negative language. And the thing is as well, like, it's important to remember that if you're playing in a pre-made and you're being very negative in the chat, is it's going to tilt the teammates as well. Because this game actually pans out a lot better than you think it's going to, but not from my perspective. And in fact, if I'd have tried to calm my mindset down and play with the team, realizing I was having a bad game, we probably would have won. Because of the way that this goes. So here I am playing a little bit with Marcus. But I just completely didn't even look at the nade. I didn't see it. And again, there's that, you can see, well, I can see the look on my face.
One shot top mid. House main, one shot. Yeah. Oh, we killed him.
I'm waiting for myself to sprint in and be super aggressive. So I know overshield's coming up. I've not checked how many people are alive. We've just died at A. This is a very aggressive commit. And as soon as that guy got OS, I should not have challenged this. I should have run away. Look how much I'm looking for blood here. As soon as that guy picked up the OS, I should have just been gone. I should have just turned around, curb slid. I am gone.
Yeah. I've ever had a score this bad. And I'm being, like, literal. This is the worst game I've ever played.
This is one of the worst games of Halo after a very long time. Like, you see, my aim's not bad. Like, I'm cleaning up kills. I'm getting the headshots on people. Mechanics are looking okay. I'm crouching. I'm ducking. I'm weaving. It's not like I'm just standing there and letting the enemy team kill me. That was a very bad challenge. I could see there was two players straight away, and you can see the habitual bunny hop coming through again. So I was just jumping around, jump, and the guy just railed me. And there was 2 of them. I should have just ran. I should have just called it out and ran.
Elbow going B.
And now we're sprinting straight forward again, not even looking.
Pillars.
Dead again. So this is those things, these are the things I go around on about in my videos where it's like spawn, hold, sprint, die, respawn, hold, sprint, die. So it's like I've entered this loop now where I need to chill out.
Down A.
This is a bit more controlled. Got one guy. Got the other guy. So again, to emphasize, the gameplay itself's not that bad. I remember it was a little bit of an ego challenge, but you still have to have confidence in your ability, just not to the point where it's detrimental. Okay, running. Yeah, okay, that was alright. So at this point, I've started to realise I have to play with the team a little. And you can see that in the score, we are starting to catch up. There was a much bigger difference earlier in the game. Now my teammates are starting to get frustrated. Marcus just sighed. That was a very aggressive challenge. There was absolutely zero reason at all to slide forward like that. So again, there's still this low level sort of thirst for blood. And it's a very expensive price that it's making me pay. And again, I hope you can see this in your games when this happens as well, because it's incredibly detrimental. Because now my team is yet in another 3v4, and the other player there, Fox Spartan, he's trying to clean up my mess. And now the team's split. You can see Cat was on B, Marcus is on A. I've spawned up. I could have gone on that angle, but instead I'm like being indecisive. I don't know what to do, and now I'm fighting on C on my own. I should have just committed to stay with my team, because now I'm in an unknown area, and we're not pushing together.
I spawned at A.
Luckily, my team's fallen back, but all this time we're losing points. I should have just made the play with them. Got a trade there. Nothing wrong with that. And as I've said a few times, it's literally just the decision making.
If I show up, we can win.
Pillars.
And now I'm starting to try to like talk myself into it. So like if you heard that, it was like if I show up to the game, we can win. Like I'm aware of the fact that I'm not playing very well. So I am trying to use mechanisms that I've got to control the tilt, but even then you can see that that challenge was an ego challenge. Like, that was definitely an ego challenge. So, question in chat, just hopped in. For land grab, is it better to hold 2 positions, C and B, and basically wait for the enemy to spawn A or continue rotating to triple cap? Was trying to explain it to my friends. So the answer to this question is not super straightforward. It depends on pressure and momentum on the map. So if your skill levels are very similar, then you should hold key points on the map, such as B and C, because having C and B allows you to have the bridge, which gives you a height advantage, and also it allows you to sort of have like the side and a little bit of influence down mid while they have to push elbow, because you have top sniper as well. Having A and B gives you a height disadvantage, but it allows you to get to overshield with a little bit more cover. So personally, I like the B and C setup, and I think the only time when you should force a triple cap is where you're either exceptionally more skilled than the opponent, or you're very confident in knowing where the opponent's going to spawn based on how your team is positioned and where the opponent just died. Because if you can spawn lock the opponent and you can prevent them from regrouping and capturing, then you can triple cap them. But it's not easy to do that. You have to know how the spawns work in the game, and you have to be very comfortable in understanding how your movement is going to influence where the game is going to spawn your opponents. And that is one of the most important parts of this game type. It's knowing when to be aggressive and when not to be. Because so many times in matchmaking, you see people going absolutely full ham, and they essentially, like, you solo capping a base for no reason could lose you the game. In fact, in a lot of cases in solo queue, it causes the map to flip, which causes the enemy team to then spawn behind your backline. So, like here, for example, we could all be on C, capping that, and then it causes the map to flip. The enemy team then starts to spawn A, we lose A, our player holding sandbags then dies, and then it's 3v4, and suddenly we're fighting 3v4 at B. So you have to be very, very calculated about when you decide to flip the map, because if you don't, you're basically giving your opponent an opportunity to be back in the game, and it's going to cause you to lose the game. I hope that answered Black's question. And in context of this game, I am not doing that at all. I am literally going full Rambo. Like, I am speed boosting to my death constantly in this game because I'm so tilted on the fact that I'm not helping my team. I want to help my team, and I'm putting myself in danger to try to do it, and I'm just getting annihilated. Yo, Marcus, what's up?
Yeah, man, how you doing?
I'm doing this review on YouTube at the minute. I'm watching that, you know, that live fire game where I got absolutely smashed yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that. So
That heat wave.
I got absolutely giga tilted. I was just saying to guys in the chat, like, you can tell that I want blood so much in this game, and it's getting me killed.
This game was a mess. This game was a mess, man.
Why you
Like,
I mean,
can't beat yourself
Chris,
up.
we
Like,
don't want
everybody
AMC,
was
it's not good.
positioned wrong.
Yeah, the enemy team played against us very well, but the fact that I allowed myself to get in my head, it could have been a lot closer, put it that way.
It could have been, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, that if you start a game bad and you don't regain, well, like there is a possibility to regain, but if you don't,
Oh no, Cat!
and you
I didn't
just
realise you
carry
pushed
on
that.
going through the motions, you're gonna get even more and more tilted.
Yeah. Like,
They've got Ice going screen.
I'm starting to play a bit more defensive in the video now, but like here, like, oh my god, this overshield challenge, like,
Killing OS, are we not?
I wasn't on the same page as
Like,
I wasn't on the same page as my team at all, but even if I was, I should have called that I was going to challenge that. I literally just went absolutely full ham mode and just went straight into that guy.
I mean,
And that,
you should have either stayed up or like slid into scoreboard and then just tried to use that angle.
yeah, exactly. Like, I could still challenge it, but there was no need to just jump straight off of sandbags to my death. Like, that's what I mean. Like, the whole game I've been out for blood playing so aggressive because I don't want to be the reason we lose. And in doing so, I become one of the reasons that we lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm still not like giga tilted. I'm still looking at deathcam to get information, and I'm sort of trying to figure out what to do.
Hey, there's one on A.
Big up.
Pre-nade an A knowing that they might push up. They're taking B.
I always do that. That's
Yeah.
nice fucking score.
Sandbags.
Yeah, Black. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a mindset thing, because I know that I'm like, and as I've said earlier in this game, like mechanically, my aim and stuff in this game there's no problems with it. It's basically how I always am. But my mindset at the minute is just so aggressive that it's causing me to make mistakes in positioning. Didn't need to run back up C one shot there. You can tell there's a bit of hesitation as well. Normally I would have waited. I'm 10 and 22 at the minute, by the way. And there we go. That's the end of the match.
Made me want to delete my channel.
And as I said in the video, that made me want to delete my channel. So
What's the score?
it was at the score was 179 to 250, I think. So we
Holy shit, I thought we was getting like we could have
no,
actually got back.
yeah, I know. That's why I was so frustrated. Like we mega brought that back. You guys mega brought that back, but by the end I was 10 and 22 because of all those like unnecessary deaths. So it's like one of the things I'm going to have to really focus on moving forward is like if I start to sense that I'm tilted, it's like, right, stop sprint jumping off of things. Like I think the game after this we played Streets and I sprint jumped off balcony a few times.
Yeah.
And it's like I think I'm really bad for developing a sense of urgency and taking unnecessary risks that get me killed.
I find if you're in a game where you're not doing well, the best thing to do is just stay with one of your teammates. Just literally stick with them.
Like if it's objective, take the ball. If it's capture the flag, take the flag. Like stop trying to make plays if you're having a bad game. Even if your aim's on point, just chill out. Let your more level-headed teammates make the critical decisions, and you follow along for the ride.
100%.
Yeah, there's almost an art form to allowing yourself to be carried, if you know what I mean. It's like when you're in ranked with people, and you almost feel like the guy that you're with he wants to lose so much that he's not even willing to be carried.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So. Anyway, so I'm going to end the recording for YouTube right there. Hopefully that was a nice little insight into the fact that, you know, everyone has bad games, and then we can get on to some streaming bits and bobs like ranked and warm-up.